Hello dear students, how are you all? And I hope you are doing very well for the preparation of JEE and NEET. Okay, so now today in this video we are discussing the concept of geometrical isomerism. So geometrical isomerism is under stereoisomerism, right? Stereoisomerism is a type of isomerism. So stereoisomerism is nothing but arrangement of spatial arrangement of molecule, how the atoms are present around that chiral center or a molecule as carbon atom, right? So this is under stereoisomerism. So what is geometrical isomerism and how many types are there in geometrical isomerism, we will discuss, right? So geometrical isomerism is under stereoisomerism. In this we have again three concepts here. First one is cis and trans isomerism, and second one is EZ isomerism, and third one is syn and anti isomerism. Right. First one we have cis and trans, EZ and syn and anti isomerism. So first we will discuss with the cis and trans isomerism. So what is a cis and trans isomerism? So actually geometrical isomerism arises when the restricted rotation, where the restricted rotation of carbon atoms is there, the geometrical isomerism is arises. That means simply we can say that double bonds and triple bonds we can observe, but mostly this geometrical is observed only on double bond systems, right? Double bond systems we can so when spiral molecules are there also we can identify. When cyclic compounds are there, right? Cycloalkanes, in that also cis and trans we get and cumulative double bonds, that means continuation double bonds is there also we are getting cis and trans isomerism. So from the beginning we will discuss. Now cis and trans means suppose if I am taking an example of C double bond C. Now how to give a cis and how to give a trans in discuss now first. So on this carbons you have four groups. On this carbon you have four groups, and if that four groups are in that four groups, two groups are same on different carbons. Suppose I am taking here CH3 and H here I am taking, and here also I am taking a H and a CH3 I am taking here. Right. So if you observe here, this on this carbon, two groups are different. Again on this carbon, again two groups are different here. So this is CH3, CH3. These two are in opposite on different carbons. So if arrangement is like this, or simply hydrogens, if you observe hydrogens, these two are in opposite directions. If this type of arrangement is there on double bonds, that is called a trans isomer. Right, trans isomer, and this trans word is used as a prefix of this name. Right, when you are writing this name, IUPAC name, they use this trans before that IUPAC name. So simply it is a trans 2-butene. Simply it is called as what? Trans 2-butene. Now how the cis arrangement is there, we will discuss. Now again I am writing C double bond, C double bond C. On this two carbons we have again a CH3 here. Again I am writing a CH3. If it is H here and H here. Now if you observe in this molecule, the CH3 groups, these two CH3 groups are on the same side. It means here on these two carbons you have CH3 and CH3. Here hydrogens are there, both the hydrogens are at the same side. So this type of arrangement is called cis, and the name of this molecule is what? Cis-2-butene. So this is a simple arrangement of molecules. In general, how you can write means same atoms if they are present in opposite side, that is called trans, and the same atoms if they are present on same side, that is called cis isomer. So these are the two isomers of 2-butene, cis and trans. Right. Now we will check how many isomers, calculation of cis and trans isomers, how much we will get in a different compounds. Right. Now we will check now. If you are having a 2-butene, right, a 2-butene if you have, in that how many isomers you are getting means 2 isomers, that is cis and trans isomers you are getting. Suppose if you are having a molecule, a very big molecule, CH3, right, CH3, CH, double bond, CH, CH, again double bond, CH, single bond, CH2 and CH3, if it is like this. Right, a molecule is there, CH3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 carbons are there in this one. So we can name this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So IUPAC name of this word heptane. Sorry, heptene. Or you can write what? Hepta. On second carbon you have double bond, and on fourth carbon you have double bond. So you can write what? Hepta 2, 4 diene. This is the IUPAC name of this compound. Hepta 2, 4 diene. Right. On this one, how many cis and how many trans isomers are possible? We will check. Right. So further, we have a simple formulas here. So now identification of cis and trans isomers. We are going with the rules. So that first rule is if molecule has symmetric symmetric ends. Right. If molecule has asymmetric ends. That means, suppose if you are having double bonds here, if you observe these double bonds, on this carbon we have only one methyl group, and on your terminal carbon on this double bond, so assume this one, on this double bond if you have a different group here, so this is here CH3 is there, but here C2H5 is there. That means these two ends are not same, asymmetric ends, right? These two ends are different. If this is appears in any alkene, just simply use the formula that is 2 to the power n. Right, where n is equal to number of double bonds. So for this molecule, how many cis and trans isomers will get? Just how many are the double bonds? 2 double bonds are there. So simply 2 to the power 2. How much will we get? 2 into 2. Okay, 2 into 2, 4 isomers will get for this type of molecule. Right. This rule is applicable when, so this here number of geometrical isomers is equal to 2 to the power n. If condition is there, if molecule has asymmetric ends, that means these type of ends are there in molecule. Now second rule is there. If molecule has symmetric ends. So symmetric ends, what happens here? So number of geometrical isomers is equal to 2 to the power n minus 1 plus 2 to the power n by 2 plus 1. Right? 2 to the power n minus 1 plus 2 to the power n by 2 plus 1. Sorry, here it is minus 1. This is when molecule has odd number of double bonds. Right. Use this formula when the molecule has odd number of double bonds. Now, sorry. This is when the molecule has even number of double bonds. When the molecule has even number of molecules, but a small mistake, I corrected that one. Now again, one more formula is there when the number of geometrical isomers is equal to 2 to the power n minus 1 plus 2 to the power n plus 1 by 2 minus 1. So this is when molecule has odd number of double bonds. Wait, this is when the molecule has odd number of double bonds. Now we will apply these two formulas in an example. Right. So I am writing this one, and this is you understand now. So on this molecule you have different types of ends. Right, asymmetric ends we have here. So if you are having like this, then what you have to use? You have to use this formula, that is directly 2 to the power n. So n is equal to here number of double bonds. Here in this molecule you have 2 double bonds, so I have taken 2 to the power 2. So how many isomers you will get here? 4 isomers you will get here. Right. So what are the 4 isomers? Means cis trans one isomer in one molecule, trans cis in another molecule, cis cis third one, and trans trans, and this is fourth one. So these are the 4 isomers in this molecule you will get. So this is about the molecule in which the asymmetric ends are present. Now we will check in a symmetric ends how these rules are applicable in that example. Okay. So I am taking one more example here, that is CH3, CH double bond, CH single bond, CH double bond, CH, CH3 here. Now this is a symmetric molecule it is, because here CH3 is there and here also CH3 is there. That means this has symmetric ends here, right? So in this symmetric ends, now we will apply this one. Here GI, number of geometrical isomers, is equal to, what is the formula here? Number of even. Now check the double bonds. Here one double bond is there, here one more double bond is there. So 2 double bonds are there in this molecule. So 2 means what? Even or odd. So we have to use this formula. Number of geometrical isomers is equal to 2 to the power n minus 1 plus 2 to the power n by 2 minus 1. Right, this is the formula here. So how much we get? 2 to the power 2 minus 1. 2 are there double bonds, so 2 minus 1 plus 2 to the power n by 2 means what? 2 by 2 minus 1. So how much we get here? 2 to the power 1. Sorry, 2 minus 2 means what? 2 to the power 1 you get. So here 2 plus, how much will get here? 1 minus 1. 2 by 2 cancel if you get 1 minus 1 you will get. So 2 to the power 0. Something to the power 0 is equal to 1. So 2 plus 1 is equal to 3 isomers we get here. So what are the 3 isomers means? One is cis trans, and second one is cis cis, and third one is trans and trans. So these are the 3 isomers you will get in this molecule. You can write like this, trans and cis also you write it, but I told you when it is in a symmetrical ends, these both are same, trans and cis trans, trans cis, both are same. Right, now we will write how it looks. Right, so I am doing this one. CH3, this is C, double bond C, and hydrogen is here. And if you write again one more carbon here, double bond C, hydrogen I am writing here. Here CH3 is there, here hydrogen is there. Here hydrogen. Right, if you write like this is become what? On this double bond you are having hydrogens on opposite side and carbons and again opposite side. So this become what? Trans. Now on this carbon we are having carbon, carbon both are at same side, hydrogen and hydrogen again same side. So this you can call as cis. Right. So like this we have to write 2 more. So I am writing here one more double bond C, double bond C. CH3 here, H here, and here I am writing CH3 and H here, H. So what it becomes, on this double bond 2 hydrogens are at same side, so it is called as cis, and on this carbon, on this double bond again 2 hydrogens are at same side, or you can identify carbon carbon, both carbons are at same side, so this is also cis. Now third one, how to write third one means trans, you have to write one, right, this is CH3 and here hydrogen is there, here hydrogen is there, on carbon again double bond, carbon again write this is CH3, here hydrogen and here one more hydrogen. Right, on this double bond if you observe, here one hydrogen is there, here also hydrogen, hydrogen. If you observe hydrogens opposite side are there, so this is called trans. Here also two hydrogens are opposite side, this is also trans. But if you are writing here trans and cis, we have written, if you rotate this one, you get a cis and trans. So both are same. So that's why we have written here 1, 2, 3 only for the isomers for what it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hexa 2, 4, hexa 2, 4 diene. This is a molecule and the number of possibilities of that isomer, that molecule. Right. This is when the double bonds are even number. Right. So like this, you can apply for the third next one. When the double bonds are in a odd number, when the double bonds are in a odd number, that is geometrical isomerism is equal to 2 to the power n minus 1 plus 2 into 2 to the power n plus 1 by 2 minus 1. So this formula is for odd number of double bonds and this formula for even number of double bonds. And these two formulas are when the symmetric ends are present in a molecule. That means terminal positions should be same, not different. So example is this one. On this double bond carbon we have methyl. Again in the terminal on this double bond carbon we have again methyl. So if it is like this, these two are useful based on the number of double bonds, either even or odd. So this is about a cis-trans isomerism. So now next one, Ez isomerism will check. So next one, Ez isomerism. Second one is E and Z isomerism. So this is again in a double bond systems only, that means alkene systems only. So how we are doing that, I will write here. First, and again this is applicable when the carbons, that means these two carbon, double bond carbons have different groups, not same groups. If same groups are there, you can choose a cis and trans, right? But if they are having different groups like A and it is B here, and it is C here, and it is D here. If it is like this, 4 different groups are there. So then you have to use Ez concept. Now again, your double bond is a C, A, B, C. I'm writing your different variables is B, C. Right. So why I have written? I'll explain. So if you're in this double bond, so we have a little bit of rules here like RS configuration. So directly to this carbon, which atoms are present here in this group and in this group, we have to go with that one only first. So in this carbon, to this carbon, if directly attached atom, it has if it has a more atomic number or if it has a more atomic mass, give that priority to that group. So in alphabetical order I am choosing here. If A and B both are, if A and B are different, then A will get here priority, and if C and D both are different groups, in alphabet C will get priority. Right. Now assume if these two similar atoms, similar numbers are at same side. Right. If these two numbers, single numbers, 1, 1 is on same side, it means at top or bottom, any side. If these two are at same side, that is pronounced as Z. Right. Now at this side, A will get the first number. If you assume in alphabetical order, A is 1 and C will get 1 number. So this 1, 1 both are at opposite side. That is called E isomer. That means Z and E isomers. Now we will check this in a given example. Right. So here I am writing one example, C double bond C. So on this carbon we have here OH, alcohol, and here hydrogen is there, and here C2H5, right? Or simply CH3 is there, and here again CH2, C2H5 is there, CH2, CH3 is there, right? So this is a molecule here, and on this molecule I told now on this carbon 2 different groups are there, and again on this carbon again 2 different groups are there. Then CH3 and C2H5 2 different here. Now give the priority order for this group and this group, and this group to this group. So how it appears? On this carbon you have here directly oxygen, right, and here you have hydrogen. So high oxygen has high atomic number, again high atomic mass than hydrogen. So this group will get priority here 1. Now if you go for here carbon carbon, both carbons are there. Now in RH nomenclature, how you give a priority? Same like that also here you have to give a priority order. Carbon carbon, both carbons here, but after carbon here 3 hydrogens are there, here only 2 hydrogens are there. Now that means at the one hydrogen position we have a carbon again. So priority goes to this side, right? Because carbon has high atomic number than hydrogen, right? So now 1 1 these two are at opposite side. That means 1 1 these two are at opposite side. Then go for E concept. So this is pronounced as E, prefix E. Now if you write the same on carbon, here OH is there, and here H is there, and here C2H5, CH2, CH3 is there, and here CH3 is there. So OH will get first number, C2H5 it will get a first number. Now if you observe, these two are 1 1 are at the same side, so this will get what? Z prefix. So this is about the EZ concept. This is appears when the double bonded carbons has different groups, not the same groups, right? Like this 1 A B C D, or simply like this OH H CH3 C2H5 like this. Then only this EZ concept will arise. If OH and OH, here also OH will get a, suppose if OH is here, again one more OH is here, then EZ is not appear, cis trans will appear there, right? On bicycle carbons, on adjacent carbons, on double bonded carbons, if you have a same group, here one group, here same group, then cis trans will arise. If all are different, then E and Z concept will arise. Okay, so this is about the E and a Z concept. Right, now we'll discuss simply next one, syn and anti concept here. So last one is syn and anti. So syn and anti isomerism arises in only oximes, right? Oximes or azo compounds. So syn and anti. Third one, syn and anti-isomerism. So what is the syn and what is the isomerism? Anti-isomerism, we'll check now. So I told you this arises on oximes like this. N, OH is there, and here H is there, here CH3 is there. This is called aldoxime. This is called aldoxime. Now if you write a one more time, I write here N, here OH is there, here H is there, here CH3 is there. This is aldoxime, and on this aldoxime, if OH and H and OH, if these two are in the same side, this will give as syn molecule. Now the same thing, if OH and H both are in opposite side, here OH is there, here H is there, if both are in opposite side, this is given as anti-isomer. So this is syn and isomer, this is anti-isomer. This is arise in oximes only. That means aldoximes and ketoximes. Right. This is the aldoxime because if you remove here this one and if you keep oxygen here, this is what CH3COH aldehyde. So this is called aldoxime. If you go for ketoximes, CH3 C CH3 here double bond NOH, right? Then C double bond and OH here one CH3, here one CH3. So in this, if you will check syn and anti, in this it doesn't appear. Syn and anti it doesn't appear because both the groups are same here. Right? If you write OH here, it doesn't matter. So what will happen? It should have, for identification of syn and anti in ketones, it should has a different alkyl groups. That means mixed ketones you should take it. That means C2H5 right here, and in here C2H5, C2H5 I am taking. Now this, if more number of carbons and OH are at same side, this is syn. If more number of carbons and OH are at a different side, this is anti. So here this is anti-isomer and here this is syn isomer. So these are the syn and this is about the syn and anti-isomer which arises in oxygens, right, and only oxygens.